Hi guys, today we're going to be actually talking about producing an internet radio show. If you find this video helpful, it'd be really useful to me if you can do the like and subscribe thing. It really does help because I'm a new channel just building up. So fingers crossed, I'll get a few more videos out to you. But this video today is for the novice DJ. It's not for someone who's been doing it for 20 years. This is for people that haven't done a lot of DJing and just want to have a go on a budget price. So in the last video I showed you, and thank you so much for watching in the comments that was made on that one, I told you all you needed was your laptop. Then we had a cheap interface with microphone and your cables there. We talked about your internet speed, and you know, we talked about what software to use. So I've gone with Mix. So that's your DJ open source software. And yes, your MP3 files, and to have a look for a station. So fingers crossed at this point of the video, you are really looking forward to doing it. You're interested in becoming an internet radio DJ. You've had a look into stations that possibly would take you on, and maybe you found one. So all this is for novice DJs like myself. I'm no professional. I only started in September of 2025. So I'm no expert. I am no expert. So this is how I do it, and hopefully it will help you, you know, to show how easy it can be rather than worrying about it because of, you know, as I said to you, the people think the studio should be all these mixers, this, that and the other, but they really don't. So this is for someone who wants to do it for a bit of fun and you want to test out to see what it's like. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you over to my computer now, which I upgraded over time. So I've moved on from the laptop and the £24 interface onto my new system that I showed you in the last video. And I will show you exactly how I set up the show. And this show, to prove it, so you can listen back, will be broadcast on the 1st of May 2026. So it's the night before right now. And yes, I'm going to broadcast it on the 1st of May 2026. It's a breakfast show. If you don't know, I go on from 7:30 till 9 AM on a station called Voyager Radio. So that's voyager-radio.net. If you are interested in tuning in, if you want to listen back, you can listen back to this radio show on housemixes.com/DJ Gary D. So yeah, so the proof is in the pudding, guys. So I'm putting it out there for you to listen. If you hear errors and stuff like that, that is normal. That is normal. But I would be really interested in your comments if this is helping you, or if there's things you can see that you would do better. You know, I'm always open for learning, guys. So anyway, enough of me waffling on. Let's go over to the computer. Right, guys, so what we're looking at now is the Mixed-X. So you can see it. This is the free open source software for DJs. So now if you have found yourself a station, they're going to give you some information on how to have it so you can actually broadcast. So you need to be connected to them. So all you would do is go into preferences, live broadcasting, and as you can see, mine's is already in there. And you would put all the information that they've given you into here, just into these boxes here. And that will then enable you to connect to your station when you're ready to go live. So that is your connection for live broadcasting. Now, what we were talking about was how I put a show together. As you can see down here on the right, I have all these crates. There's a reason I have all these crates. In tracks, it will have every MP3 that you have. Now, you want to know what you've played and what's available to you, because what you do not want to do is keep repeating the same songs over and over again. So what do I do is I make like subfolders. So I have, and people may do it differently, they may do it differently. I use a playlist in crates. So what I would have is my playlist, as you can see, Voyager Breakfast. If you look in there, it's all the songs I've got available to play over the next few shows, Now, what you did miss, which maybe I should have said, I tend to try and leave about a 3-month gap between each song. You know, you don't have to leave that long, but I try to do that. So then what I would do is have a sub crate. So this is Voyager Radio. This is my breakfast show for tomorrow. Now, there's a few songs on here that I didn't play today, in all honesty, because I got chatting too much. It's one of them radio shows where I do talk. I like to have some fun with the listeners. So there's a few songs I didn't play. So we've got the Smiths left, Jessica Lynn Hanson, Fiction Factory, Craig Day, Bam Manners. So we've got that type. So depending on what sort of show you want to do. Now, I like to appeal to a wide audience. So I don't really play the same sort of music. So you've got like a bit of Craig Day, what do they call that, R&B, soul, whatever, pop, you know, a bit of indie there, Bad Manners going right back to the ska days. So what I would do is I would look in my list here and I would just think, what can make a show? What can make my show? And especially as the 1st of May this year, 2026, is a Friday, so I want to try and keep it upbeat. So I'm going to try the Rolling Stones, you know, and it is just a case of flick through. As you can see, if you can read half of these, it is a case of my music is all over the place. I have a very, very varied taste in music. So, you know, it's the things that you like. So I can go there, a bit more pop. So, yeah, I haven't had that in a while. So these are all songs that I haven't played in over 3 months or never played at all. So it's a case of just pick what you want to hear tomorrow. And as I say, it's Friday. I want to keep it light tomorrow. You know, a bit of that. Bit more rock in there. So you can just keep checking and you go, have you gone too far one way? But no, I don't think so. I've got a bit of 80s in there, a bit of 90s in there, a bit of dance. But also what I do as well is I have a bit called, and don't laugh, Gary D's Long One. And I have a few records in here that I've got marked up as extended. So these would be like the 12-inch versions of a song. So it's a long one, as they say. So I would take one of them. And also, you know, what you want to do is just keep it entertaining, keep it light, especially on a Friday. See, I've even got Benny Hill, Ernie the Fastest. That could be a great Friday song to finish the show with. You know, it's something to put a smile on people's faces. You know, I do love a bit of Guns N' Roses, so I might put that in there. And what I would aim to do, I don't know if you can see here, my show's 90 minutes long. And what I actually aim to try and do is be over 90 minutes. Because you could be doing your show and the songs that you've lined up and you're too rigid, you might not be feeling on the day. You might not be feeling it on the day. So we've got that. I've not heard that in a long while. So, yeah. So as you say, I'm just flicking through. Bit of Madonna won't hurt on a Friday, will it? So, yeah. So as I say, it's all very, very, very varied. Now, as you can see, I've stopped on 90 minutes there. Now, what I want to show you, I do a couple of quizzes. And something that can really help you is AI. Now, I do guess the star. So I give 3 clues. And then people try and guess who the artist is. And I also do a birthday. So I'm looking for someone whose birthday is the 1st of May. So I use Copilot. So I would just type in there, musicians, excuse spelling, I'm so bad at spelling, whose birthday is the 1st of May. And as I say, you can correct it, but AI is clever enough to know that I'm just a really bad speller. So let's have a look what it comes up with. Right, so you've got a little list there that comes up. But my advice, and listen to it, I am learning AI at college at the moment. Oh, yes, I'm a mature student, I know. Is always double check things, because AI can get it wrong. And it has done it to me once before when I've done it without checking, done the person's birthday, and it turned out the person's birthday was the month after. So, as you say, you can see these names all come up, loads of different artists, depending on what genre you're into. You could pick one of them if you wanted to do a birthday thing. So what I've got, I do like the song Ghostbusters. I do like it. So Ray Parker Jr. So I'm going to pick Ray Parker Jr. Oh, sorry. Just going to copy that and shove it. And I would advise to do this double. Right, so just do that, you double check. Yep, so he's been verified. They'll give you sources of where it was verified. As I said, people, I've been studying AI for a few months now, and you know, sometimes, what was the one the teachers told me to check? Check your AI by asking them about where's the best place to buy square grapes. And if they come back with an answer, there's something wrong with your AI, because you can't buy square grapes. So I've got Ray Parker Jr. So that's AI helping me with that. So then what I would do now is go, just cut it. I'll say, right, in my Voyager list, do I have Ghostbusters? So I'm just doing the search over there. Oh, sorry, or Ray, there we go. Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters. So now that goes into the show. Now, what I would do, I am a believer, start the show as you mean to go on. So start with a bang. Start with a bang. Don't start off with a whimper. Start off with a bang. So what I would do now, because it's still in my crate, I would highlight the whole lot, you know, and drag it into Auto DJ. So you're now in Auto DJ. This is now when you can organise your music. So I've got a theme tune, so I'll put that to the top. Birthday comes about third or fourth song. Extended is more down here. And what I'll do is I'll just turn it into big library. If you see this up here on the left where I'm pointing now, if you click that, it just enlarges everything. So you can check it. So I'm thinking, right, so I'm not going to start with the Smiths because I've got plans for that. To be honest with you, I've got plans for that. But I won't go through the whole thing of what I'm planning to do with that. But you will find out if you listen to the show on the 1st of May. So I could start, as I say, with a bang. I could start with Rolling Stones, I Can't Get No Satisfaction. Yeah? And then, you know, what else? Friday, we want it a bit lively, don't we? You know, we can go like this. And then what I have is my birthday jingle. So whose birthday is it? Ray Parker Jr.'s. So then I will turn around wherever he's disappeared to, and I'll move him there. Then you'll have a few more songs and come in. And then what I would have in after there is Guess the Star. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do for tomorrow's show. The Guess the Star will be Morrissey. I'm going to use Morrissey for Guess the Star. Everything else, like extended, you don't want it too close to other quizzes. So I'm going to have a bit of Wham with it extended. And what I really ideally wanted, so you don't have to worry about putting the rest in order, because when you use mix, you just play about. If you're feeling this song, yes, I'll show you, I'll just show you. We'll go back to normal. If you're just feeling this one, if you watch the screen, I'll click on that, Rosie. If I've changed my mind, just click it. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. Change your mind, simple as that. So you just play what you want. So don't think too much about organising it too much. I always say, start with a bang. So get yourself a good song to finish with. Get Your Good Song to End With. I think Lip Up Fatty by Bad Manners is not a bad song to finish on. You know, it's something to people to listen to. So we've got that. And what I tend to do as well on my show is I like, as I mix it up, and I haven't done it, is before the guests start, I will play a ballad. So what I'm going to do is go back to Voyager. Oh, get rid of that. And now I'm going to try and find a ballad in there. So let's go right to the top. Ballad we all like. So I'm looking. You know, we could have that. Yeah, why not? Let's go with a bit of Backstreets tomorrow with Shape of Your Heart, yeah? So what I'll automatically do is put it into the Voyager radio show there, and because I'd missed it and copied it over to Auto DJ already, I would just go and drop that into Auto DJ, and that should show up. There you go. So you've got Backstreet Boys there. So I'll play that before, as I said to you, the Guess the Star quiz will be Morrissey tomorrow. And yeah, and again, if you're like, well, how do you do? You use this. Again, Copilot is what I'm using. You can use any one you want. So if I go 3 bullet point sentences from hard to easy. Oh, sorry, as I told you guys, my spelling is awful. And plus I am typing from the side. From hard to easy. And say for a radio quiz describing Morrissey. And what you should get is something like this, if it works. Well, that hasn't worked. So what I'll do is I'll just copy that there. This is what I mean about AI. It doesn't always get it right. So I'll try again down here, just paste it down here, see what it comes up with now. There you go. But you see what I mean about AI is double check everything, because it doesn't always give you exactly what you were looking for. So here you go. Morrissey. Here's clean 3-step Morrissey reveal, graduating from hard to easy radar. And it began as a front person of a Manchester band whose jangly sound helped define the entire 80s subculture. Known for a crooner vocal style, a gladiatorial waving stage presence and a famously sharp pen. Launched a solo career with the hits like Every Day's Like Sunday after leaving the Smiths. So you could keep it as simple as that, or you could change it to make sentences longer. This is the beauty of AI. And fun. I don't know, if we just put in fun, just see what comes up. You see? So we've got the Rose of Fame in the Wordsmith. You know, I think them options are too easy, but I will change that. But I'm not going to change it now because I don't want to waste too much of your time. But you get the point. It's like you can use the AI for quiz. You can even put into AI about designing your quiz, if that's what you want to do on your radio show. But that's fine. So I'm going to come back to that after. But as I said, we've now got our show all lined up. So I've got Voyager Breakfast, right? That's my theme tune. I'm going to start it with Can't Get No Satisfaction. So when you start your show, if you can see in here, if you want to record your show, press record. Simple as that. Just press record and your recordings will come here. I've got today's show that I've still to upload to House Mixes. I haven't uploaded it yet. I must do that tomorrow. So you could record that. And then when you're ready to go on air, That's your on air button there. So you just click on that, that should turn green. And so once you've clicked that, and be quick. So you press record, on air. There, it's your choice if you start this before you start the on air. I don't tend to, I just tend to just go record, on air, auto DJ. So, I think I showed you how to auto DJ work last time. So I'll just show you again. So click on there, auto DJ. So you can see there, I don't know how much of that you can hear. I hope not too much, I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. So that'll play through. I'll just fast forward it a bit. So then we get to here. I've put a gap of 3 seconds. And as you can see, that's changing over. And that's now automatically gone straight into there. Straight into there. But what I don't want is when I'm DJ, I don't want it just to keep flicking song. So I'll turn auto DJ off there. And what I'll do, as I told you in the last video, I'll just move that to the middle. So for argument's sake now, just for argument's sake, that's stopped. And I spoke for a minute on the microphone. I go, right, next tune, start that off. So you've got that going. And then while that's going, you can now select your next tune. So for argument's sake, it's that. But because I've switched auto DJ off, and you watch that go, you'll see this won't move. This won't move. So it's all balanced, all the sound is equal, both sides, it's balanced. So now this ain't gonna play because you've switched that off until you hit the play. Now when you're talking to your audience, you use this button. Talk, simple as that. If you can see in the middle, it's going up and down now because I'm talking, and that's it. And guys, it is as simple as that to use Mix. It is very, very simple. And you can do a whole show. As I said, this show will be going out live tomorrow, the 1st of May 2026. And you are more than welcome to join me on Voyager Radio, which is voyager-radio.com, to listen live. Oh, you won't listen live because you won't see it till afterwards. But you can catch up on housemixes.com /DJ Gary D afterwards. So, yeah. And another thing I wanted to just show you. And I've got to say, guys, people don't know you're on the radio unless you tell them. So whatever way you've got to tell them, that could be verbally, tell your friends in the street or whatever, advertise on Facebook, on TikTok, whichever way, just to get the word out. And I would advise, like, it's not always going to be able to happen when you first start, is try to be regular. So if you only want to do an hour a week, try and make it the same hour every week. Because the people that are likes your show, it's like, if you keep moving around, they're not going to know where you are. So it's very hard to track. So when I do advertising, so I'll put this down. Oh, what have I done? Hold on. So I'll put that down so I can see this. I used CapCut. I've just recently got into AI. So I've not released it yet, but this will be my new advertisement. I've still got time to work on it, still got to add sound and stuff, but I'll show it to you quickly. It's only 15 seconds long, but this will end up on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and any other radio station where I can advertise. This will be my advertisement probably from next week. So as you can see, so this is just a little bit of fun, guys. Just a little bit of fun, just to catch people's attention. So I'm still to add all the text, the proper background sound, things like that. So, yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. Advertise yourself. Make sure you put your settings in Mix so you can connect to your station. As simple as that. And as I said, why I do the crates, once I've used these records here, I will put them into another crate. You know, so from tomorrow there'll be a new crate called May there, and then I would delete them from here. So I've still got all the records. Oh, sorry, I've still got all the records, but I'm keeping them in order so I know it. But that's just advice. That's it. You can take it or leave it. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you'll be able to join me in the morning. There, I've set up the show for the 1st of May 2026. And what I'll do is tomorrow I will film me being live, and show you a little bit of being live. So I will be back very soon, and just like magic, it will be tomorrow morning, 7:30. See you in a bit. Right, good morning, guys. It's around 7:10 in the morning, and I am just prepping for the show that will be starting at 7:30. So, yes, guys, why I do my strange prepping, which is I'll put a few songs on, and I'll always warn myself. I will always advise, give yourself at least 10 minutes before your show starts. Get some music playing in your ears, get some chatting or a little bit of singing if that's your thing into the microphone. Make sure your vocals are all warmed up and ready to go. So I'll see you in a minute when we're ready to go live. Right, guys, I've got about a minute before I go live. I've done myself some notes. I just do notes. I don't write a script. I just like to be a bit more natural than that, because the script can be a little bit, robotic. One thing I will warn you about, a good friend of mine, Chris Reardon, who does a radio show, once said to me, watch out for your ums and ahs, which is sort of like, when you go, what's coming up next? Just watch out for that, because you've got to realise there are people listening, so you don't want to hear him say that. So just watch. It takes time to get used to, because we all do it. We all do it. So don't worry too much. Right, guys. So I'm going to go live now. See, it's live. We're off. And this is the Voyager Radio chat room. And you get some really great characters in there. I love them to bits. It's a case of I treat them like royalty, because that's what they feel like to me. Because it is a privilege that they are there. It's a privilege. Don't expect it. Don't think, I have to have them there. You don't, but the privilege is having them there. That is the privilege. Because it depends on what time of the day that your show is on. Because I'm doing an early breakfast show. I'll have days there where there's loads of people coming through, and other days there's hardly any. And that's just because it's not because they don't like you no more. It's a case of they're just getting ready for work. They could be driving. So anyway, let's crack on with the show. And excuse any dad dancing that might happen. And there is the Rolling Stones with I Can't Get No Satisfaction. Oh, I've got my satisfaction. It is Friday morning. It's officially the start of the week. I know you've got to get your work day out of the way, but it's officially the start of the weekend. In my book anyway. Well, good morning, guys, and welcome to the Voyager Radio Breakfast Show. As I said, it's Friday, the 1st of May, the 1st of the month. Pinch punch, 1st of the month. But as I said yesterday, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm Gary D. So let's start the day the right way. So that was me doing the introduction. It's a case of your tone sets that person's day. So if you're very, very monotone, hello, good morning, try, if you're enjoying yourself, enjoy yourself, have some fun, enjoy it. So anyway, back to the show. And there is Huntrix with Golden, yes, another tune to keep us going on this Friday morning. And let's see who's in the chat room so far this morning. And if you will want to come into the chat room, you are more than welcome. Just come over to the Voyager Radio website, voyager-radio.net, and click on the chat room and join us in there. It's always a good giggle. We just have a bit of a laugh with each other. So let me see who's there this morning. A massive good morning to Felicia, all the way from the US of A. Great to see you, my darling. And Fizz, the Queen of Quiz, is also here. And a big shout out to our Pat and Gary, as always, out there in the Facebook world. Oh, I hope those going well. I hope all your will cover me. And there is the brilliant legend that is David Bowie and the Pet Shop Boys. Hello, Space Boy. Yes, that's my bad impression of David Bowie. Right, moving on quickly. Yes, if it is your birthday today, the 1st of May, a massive happy birthday to you. And you get to share it today with this pop star that made this legendary song from the movie Ghostbusters. Obviously, I'm talking about Ray Parker Jr., who was born on the 1st of May in Detroit, Michigan, in the US of A. And he wrote it. Only he wrote this. So, yes. But do you have any idea how old he is today? Makes me feel good. Afraid no ghost. I'm afraid no ghost. No. Ghostbusters. Here we go. Ghostbusters. And there is Ray Parker Jr. with Ghostbusters from the legendary films that were Ghostbusters 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many there was, but I know there was definitely 2. Was there a 3rd? I'm not too sure. I know there have been remakes ever since, but yes, you can't beat the originals. So back to what am I going on about? Yes. So we're talking about Ray Parker Jr. It is his birthday today. And did you guess how old he is? Do you know? So Fizz had a guess at 67 and Felicia at 76. Well, Ray Parker Jr. was born on the 1st of May in 1954. So that makes him 72 today. 72. Wow. All these pop stars getting older now. They're all getting older, much older. But Ray, if you are listening to my little show, a massive happy birthday to you. A massive happy birthday. And if it is your birthday out there, guys, I wish you an amazing day. It's all up on the matter day. Down to the Milky Way. Tell me, real one lost the sun. Anyway, down to the lady. Tell me. And there is Trains with Drops of Jupiter. A massive good morning to my London brother George. How are you, my friend? Great to see you. Early in the morning, very early for you. If you don't know, DJ George is a fellow presenter on Voyager Radio, and he does a fantastic show. I do love the music he plays. He's just a little bit more sensible than me, but we'll leave it. And I was just like it's dynamite. Told you twice. Dynamite. Yes, guys, we are getting very close to the Guess the Star quiz. But you know me, before we get to the excitement of the quiz, I know you can't wait for it. The excitement that builds over that quiz. Oh, I have to put you on a relaxing song to make sure I can relax your brain before I put it into strain. Yes, I'm still working on that catchphrase, but we will get there in the end. So, today's ballad is a bit of Backstreet Boys. As it makes you twinkle, you can take me from the man that I've become. Yeah, looking back on the things I've done, I was trying to be someone. Take my part, stuck you in the dark. Oh, let me show you the shape of my heart. Touch me now, don't bother. Victim makes you weaker. You can save me from the down that I've become. Looking back on the things I've done, I was trying to be someone. Play my part, get you in the dark. Told you the shape of my heart. I'm here with my confession. Got nothing to hide no more. There's no here to start. Girl, know you the shape of my heart. Oh, I love that. The Backstreet Boys, Shape of My Heart. And a massive good morning to Derek over there in Ireland. I hope you're well, my friend. I hope you're well. Right, guys, it's time for this. Yes, it's very simple, guys. I'm going to give you 3 cryptic clues of an artist. And you're going to see if you, by choice, and if you want to, only if you want to, can guess who the star is. Ooh. Today I think might be a toughie. There's some strong clues along the way, but it might be a toughie. But anyway, let's get it underway. Oh God, I'm doing lots of poetry this morning. Anyway, let's get it on. Yeah, anyway, leave it there. Leave it there. Right, so here is. I've got you there. Look out, you fall down. And there is King with Love and Pride. So yes, guys, I gave you 3 cryptic clues to this artist. I'm not sure how cryptic it was, because I've got to be honest, it was answered very, very quickly in the chat room. I'll just point it out, guys. Do you know how much effort I put into this? I say this every time. You know how much effort I put into this? But anyway, the first clue was first made waves as the book-obsessed frontman of a northern band whose chiming guitar and sharp cultural references turned them into an unofficial patron saint of witty misfits who preferred clever lyrics over hair gel. Alright? But anyway, moving on, became instantly recognisable by performance styles that mixed crooner drama with theatrical flourish. Flowers, is it? Gallodas? I can't even say it. Yeah, and then flamboyant gestures and the kind of stage presence that suggests he might break into a novel mid-chorus if the mood struck. Yes. And then he went solo with a string of unmistakable hits, including one about a Sunday that feels suspiciously like a day for doing absolutely nothing, like those Sundays to be fair, after parting ways with the band whose riffs made him a household name. So every day is like Sunday. Still not got it yet? Well, I'll probably distracted you with that, but I won't do that again. And of course, the answer is Morrissey. And George is. Okay, it's really not okay. It's really not okay. Oh, we're supposed to care. Do it straight. And all you do is say. And there is Lily Allen with It's Not Fair. And I said my reference to Not Fair was about the quiz, not about what she was talking about. Dirty girl. Anyway, if you are interested in becoming a DJ at Voyager Radio, just go over to voyager-radio.net, go on the Join Us link, click on there, you'll get loads of information, and I promise you guys, if it's for you, the management here are fantastic and will give you all the support you need to get yourself up and running. There's no denying without me solid. And there is Jess Glynn with Hold My Hand. Yes. Oh, I can't get that feeling. The weekend feeling is here with me. That is for sure. And guys, I've got to warn you. Today I have videoed this show. Not about you. It's not about you. It's all about me. It's always about me. Remember that. And hopefully it will be going up live on my YouTube channel this afternoon. It's a show about making a radio show. Simple as that. I ain't going to waffle on about it, but hopefully it'll be up on my Facebook this afternoon and on YouTube. So we're just going to carry on with a bit more cheese. And there is the fine young cannibals with Good Thing. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. It has been an absolute blast and always fun with you guys. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you have a great bank holiday weekend. And if you're not going anywhere, don't sit alone. Give someone a call. Keep in touch with someone out there in the big bad world. You have friends out there to give them a call who's probably waiting on it. But tonight I am planning to go to the karaoke with my dear friends karaoke bar. And yes, he's a character, that Chris Regan, anyway. But I'm going to dedicate this last song to him and his karaoke shows. Or especially him. It's one that's going to get stuck in your head. It's one that's going to be stuck in your head. And yes, he's going to kill me later. Take care, guys. Have a great weekend. And that is it, guys. That is show done. As I say to you, treat your guys in the chat room as royalty. They are fantastic people and they're taking time out of their day to come and listen to you. So, anyway, I hope that was, informal, and that you enjoyed it. Okay? Thank you, guys. Guys, if you have enjoyed this video and it's encouraged you to give being an internet radio DJ a go, I do advise definitely give it a go. But if this video has been helpful for you, please hit the like, follow and subscribe. It really does help us small channels to build, and to be honest, we need all the help we can get. But anyway, to the next video, take care, guys.